What's something you wish I would do more often that you've stopped asking me for?
It's something to pick up. Sorry.
You gotta get on my level.
Hey, I'm Leah Van Dale, and this is Hot Mom Shit, the podcast where we live in the and. We're going to laugh, we're probably going to cry, and I'm definitely going to say something I probably shouldn't. If you've ever looked like a babe on the outside while completely losing your shit on the inside, you are exactly where you need to be.
Welcome back to Hot Dad Shit. Hot Mom Shit and Hot Zaddy Shit. My husband is here. My Zaddy, Matt.
I'm here, so you've renamed the podcast.
Yes, because it's like we're talking to the hot moms and the hot dads this week.
Have we confirmed that there are any hot dads that patronize this?
Yeah, because all the hot moms that listen have a hot husband.
Okay.
Right? So that's what we're doing. And if not, then they're on the quest to find one. They're all looking for their Zaddy.
A lot of questions.
It's been a minute since you were on here. You're on what, episode 2? And there was a lot happening at that point in our lives, especially.
Is there ever not a lot happening in our lives?
You know, I just love how poetic you are and how inquisitive you are. Every time I say something, he loves to answer it with a question. It's giving Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe, renowned podcaster.
Edgar Allan Podcast.
Oh my.
Love that for us. Okay. Anywho, so it's been a minute. The last time you were on here, we were talking about how you wanted your wife back, yada, yada, yada. I would just like you to formally announce
that my wife has returned in most capacities.
In most capacities? Which one am I lacking?
It's a little premature to celebrate fully.
Oh my God, that's not what you said yesterday.
Well, I'm not really at liberty to share the details of what went down yesterday, but it might have something to do with why you're glowing this morning.
Shut up, babe. This is a PG-13 podcast.
Yeah,
well, I do say fuck a lot, so maybe not. Anywho, I feel like we're thriving. And that's marriage, right? There's seasons, there's ebbs and flows. And I feel like we're really in a good one right now. We made it through a really, really, really hard one.
Yeah.
Unintended.
I see what you did there.
And we're in a good spot. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree. I think we have been waiting and longing for these days for quite some time. And it almost seems like they happened overnight.
Yeah.
And it just took a few consecutive nights of you sleeping somewhat decently.
The sleep has helped a lot.
That was a game changer. And that was the first domino to fall, and then everything else kind of followed suit, because when you're well rested and your brain's functioning, your fuse is not quite as short. You're not quite as easily irritable.
Oh, please. I'm never irritable.
I said easily. CYA, cover my own. But yeah, and it happened in a relatively short period of time where it was like, oh yeah, we're back in how things should be, quote unquote, rather than how they were.
Speaking of irritable, that reminds me of irritable bowel syndrome.
Why?
And last week I had my first colonoscopy.
Oh my God.
And Matt had to take me. And I just would like for you to maybe explain your experience. After I came out of the procedure, I was on some great anesthesia. I felt like I had like a really, really good like wine buzz. I was like feeling it. And you know, when you say like the truth comes out when you're drunk, or maybe when you are
under heavy anesthesia.
Yes. So I would like for you to explain what happened when you came into the room.
When I first entered the room, you were still completely unconscious, although your eyes were wide open, which was a bit unsettling to see you in that state. Mouth
just like
agape, just
ew, like airplane sleep.
Yes. Like had I not known better, I would have thought perhaps you'd suffered some sort of catastrophic accident. But within, 10 to 15 minutes when you started to come out of it, you were very happy to see me.
See?
You got a little emotional, telling me how happy you were to see me, how much you loved me. That made me feel good because, like you said, hopefully you're telling the truth. And then you proceeded to you told me immediately that I had permission to do whatever I wanted to you And your exact words were, take your pick. And while at most other points in my life, I would have been overjoyed with that proposition, I kind of realized like, I don't know that that's going to hold up in court. So I kind of laughed that off. And then you were very concerned about Kirby from Yo Gabba Gabba. But there is no Kirby on Yo Gabba Gabba. There is Broby, but
Kirby is from King of Queens.
Kirby is Deacon's son.
Yeah, we watch King of Queens. That's like our show we're at right now. You know how like you have a show when you like are getting ready to fall asleep, you just put a show on. Like that's what we watch. Just right now we're in our King of Queen era.
I had a notes
Kirby.
folder, but I believe I deleted it because I had already mocked and ridiculed.
Didn't I say that you were my hero?
Yes, that was amongst
so
the
nice.
first outpouring of loving emotion.
See?
But then, the full permission to do whatever I wanted. And then what really sort of threw my day for a loop was you then went to a conversation that we had had beforehand regarding the fact that you had been fasting for 24 straight hours.
36 hours.
Eager to eat anything you could, which prior to your procedure was pizza and beer.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to add a little context. I haven't had beer in like a month or 3 weeks.
You guys, this is monumental. This is the man who drinks beer with his Wheaties in the morning. Like he loves beer.
I'm a beer aficionado. I consider it something of a hobby. I enjoy beer very much. And you asked me a few weeks ago, when's the last time you went a week and didn't drink a beer? So I went, I'll show you. And then I was like, this actually isn't so bad. I'm sleeping pretty decently and I feel great in the mornings. And I had been waiting for the right moment to break my beer fast. Right. And I thought, well, what better time than in solidarity with my beloved after your fast, I was going to break it and have a beer. And then you flipped the script on me. Then you ordered pizza and no beer.
Well, because I was like very groggy. I did not want to have a beer. I just wanted pizza and I want to go home and sleep. It's like hard to know what or predict what you're going to feel like post procedure, you know? I just like wasn't feeling it. I didn't want a beer.
Right.
I wanted to play a fun little game. I feel like I can get kind of heavy on this podcast, and I wanted to like just kind of do something fun and light. Essentially,
I am the definition of fun and light. Makes sense.
If today was opposite day, yes, you would be fun and light, but you're usually
a little ray of pitch black. I know.
Yeah, love that for me. Like we are so opposite. It's not even funny. Okay, so I have a list of questions and I'm wondering, I'm going to ask you the question and you answer it. And then you let me know if you want me to answer it as well. Because I haven't thought about the answers at all. I just put a bunch of lists together or a bunch of questions together. No, but it's not like the newlywed game because like we are well beyond the newlywed. I mean, we're still like in the honeymoon phase. We're just like so in love. I just love you and you're my hero, according to the Anesthesia.
Yeah.
Love that for us. Okay. What's something I do that you think is completely unreasonable, but you've learned it's easier not to argue with me about?
It's not a thing, like a particular activity, and it only happens once in a while, but it happened yesterday. So it's top of mind when you get in your moods that you just want to vent. And you and I have discussed this in therapy numerous times where sometimes you just want to vent and you don't want me to fix things and you don't want me to make things better. So when you come at me with just an endless list of problems that are completely out of my control, my instinct is to fix them or to try to help or, mitigate their impact in any way, shape or form. But there is no mitigation. There is just, you have to endure the storm until Leah decides that you're ready to not be in that mood anymore.
Period.
Is that the right answer?
Well, there's no right answer. It's just do you want me to answer for you?
Oh my God, I'm completely unreasonable. Go for it.
Oh my God, I'm glad we have that on camera. I guess something that comes to top of mind is when you sit on the fucking counter. It drives me so nuts, but like,
what?
I hate it so much. I hate that you sit on the counter with your feet cross-legged, like crisscross applesauce on the fucking counter. It drives me nuts, but it is what it is.
Well,
I don't argue with you.
I'm not going to do it anymore because that's my favorite thing. It's very comfortable.
And then you're like, then he'll yell at the kids and say, get off the table. It's like, and I think it was your mom or no, it was your sister. They were here last week and your sister was like, well, you get off the counter, Dad. And I was like,
do as I say, not as I do.
That's like my biggest, that's another thing I hate. do as I say, not as I do. Like
don't
when my
say that
parents
very
used to
often.
say that, I fucking hate that. It's like, no, be a good example. Anyway, do you think having kids made our marriage better or harder?
Definitely harder, but thereby better. I had this conversation with a friend the other day about how we had our little run where, we were split. We weren't full-time parents with my older kids.
Right.
So we had 50% of our lives to just kind of do what we wanted. And in hindsight, as much fun as it was at the time, it wasn't exactly productive or beneficial.
Sustainable.
No, it was just party,
Travel,
party, travel, party.
Yeah.
It was a great time. I don't regret it, but I don't know that you and I would have been able to grow and evolve as a couple without having something like kids to force us into these uncomfortable situations. And then you also have like that glue of kids that's so much different than, we've been fighting for 3 weeks. I don't want to date you anymore.
Right.
It's like, no, you guys got to deal with this. You have to figure this out.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of helped in the long run.
I feel like I've seen quotes before saying things like, having a kid will not fix your marriage. Like if your marriage is broken, your relationship is broken, kids won't make it better. Kids are only it's only going to exacerbate your problems and like the things that are like, it shows you where your cracks are in your relationship.
100%. I agree with that because I experienced it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
Where it was like, oh, maybe this is going to be the thing that gets everything back to where it should be.
Yeah.
And instead it, like to your point, exacerbated things. And
it
was just made them all the more glaring.
Well, and for us, I feel like it's showed us where our cracks are and we're like filling them in.
There you go.
Love that. What's one parenting decision I make that you secretly disagree with?
I don't disagree with much. It's just more so the staunch anti-televisionism. And I'm not saying that I think we need to like raise our kids glued to the television, but I think sometimes you have like this internal clock where it's like 30 minutes. It's like one episode of a show. And then it's like, no, that's it. That's enough TV for the day. You're done. And it's like, especially when you've got kids this age, it's a helpful tool. I agree wholeheartedly on the like what we let them watch and your whole thing about overstimulation and making sure it's not that. Like I dig that, but I don't see any harm in watching like an extra episode of Sesame Street just because
once in a while
we're doing whatever it is that we need to do. And
like Dimitri, I agree with, but Bram's 9 months. He doesn't need to be watching TV. That's just my opinion. And that's where we disagree. But that's all right. What is something you think moms get away with that dads would never get away with?
Being mean to dad.
Okay.
It's sort of just like, look, you got to take it. As a guy, you want to fire back sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess like hormones and like all the things.
You just have to eat it sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I just all of a sudden started being mean to you because the kids stressed me out.
Oh yeah.
Like, wouldn't happen.
Period. What is something dads get praised for that moms are just expected to do? Take care of their fucking kids.
Yeah, I would just say like just the motherhood in general.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm a girl dad or I'm this dad. And it's like, no, of course we try our best, but then it's like all the in-between stuff that allows us to sort of to swoop in and get the glory. Like, oh, dad's coming home from the road. Yay, let's be excited. But mom hasn't left the house and mom is ground into the floor for the last 2 days. Like,
yeah, for sure.
There's something to that.
Dads could never. If you could eliminate one recurring argument from our marriage forever, which would it be?
Oh, that's a tough one because we don't really have a lot of recurring arguments.
No, which is great.
We usually come up
Thank
with new
God
stuff to
for our
fight about
therapist
rather regularly. I don't know because I don't think we have anything that's particularly recurring. Like you don't nag on me about the beer thing. Wasn't necessarily a nag, but you've referenced it somewhat regularly enough to where I was like, oh.
See, ladies, nagging works.
No, I wouldn't say nagging works. It just pissed me off. And then I was like, all right, I'll show you. And then she got what she wanted anyway. So maybe it does work.
Love that for me. If someone asked you what the hardest part of being married to me is, what would you say?
It's
Nothing.
a breeze, baby. It's the easiest thing I've ever
You're
done.
so
Loving
lucky.
you is effortless.
But really, it's not that bad.
No, it's quite fine.
Quite
Rather
fine.
fond of it, as a matter of fact.
I love that. Do you want me to answer that one?
Sure.
I would say it's the fact that I have to choose my words carefully here, that you don't like to admit fault. That's like truly a hard part about. And then you're going to say, well, how can I admit fault when I'm never fucking wrong? And that's fucking annoying.
Well, I would just say that my insistence on protecting my argument which is what it is. It's never like to deny that I'm not in the right. It's that I need to make sure that you understood what my thought process was for arriving at the incorrect decision. That to me is like, I guess it's intent versus.
But it's like, do you want to win the argument? Like, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy?
I become, if I am wrong and you go, oh, I see why you thought that, but no, I can move on. I can let it
really?
go. Yes.
I'm going to take that note down.
If that to me, if I'm trying to make an effort and saying like, hey, I did this thing that you don't like because my head was saying, if I do this, then that will fix that or whatever. Very rarely do I do something without some reason to it. And if it's not the right thing that I've done, just hearing you sort of kind of say, yeah, okay, cool, thanks. Appreciate what you were trying to do, but that wasn't the right.
But it's a no for
thing.
me, dog.
Yeah. I hear a lot of Randy Jackson in this man. Probably too much.
I call him too much. Why? Okay. This one I think is so interesting. If we met for the first time today, do you genuinely think we would still date?
I would definitely make an effort. I don't know if you'd be into me the same way you are.
We've both changed so much.
Right. No, I mean, yeah.
Like compared to when we first started dating, and that's life in general, and that's marriage. Your partner's constantly changing and growing, and you have to grow with them. Otherwise, what's the point?
I think if like we were given the opportunity to like have a conversation, I think it would definitely still like, it's like sit down, let's have a 30-minute conversation having never met each other.
Yeah, we would still connect.
Yeah, because we connect on everything from the way we were raised to what we're into to like what we remembered in the 90s and early 2000s. Like there's so much foundation that we share that has nothing to do with one another.
And just like we're both like sarcastic and, we have the same sort of outlook on a lot of things. I think that
I would be terrified to date anybody.
Oh my God, dating sucks.
I still, 42 years, never been on a dating app.
Wow. That's a great
quality.
Yeah. Stick your feather in your hat. Yankee Doodle. Is that what you do?
He stuck a feather in his cap.
Yeah, but like,
macaroni,
but stick that.
It's a feather in your cap.
Yeah, feather in your cap. That's what I was trying to think. Yes. Okay. What's something you wish I would do more often that you've stopped asking me for?
I got something to back up. I'm sorry.
Okay, first of all, we had this conversation the last time we were on here, breastfeeding, hormones, all the things. My libido was now it's my libido is
yeah. Patience, Padawan. Guys, if you're listening, be patient. It's worth it. Well, I hope. I mean, I can't speak for yours, but mine is.
What's your biggest red flag? You're not allowed to say you don't have one.
I think I don't know how to say this succinctly, but an obsession with attention.
You have an obsession?
No. Like a red flag about me? Or
yeah.
Oh,
damn.
I thought you were talking about
obsession with attention. What? We'll get there, but okay. Rewind.
About for me?
Yes.
That I'm moody.
Oh, okay.
And I would say that yeah, like, I am quick to anger. I don't want to say anger issues, but I fight dirty.
Oh yeah. That's 3 red flags.
Well, I think that's all kind of rolled into one.
I think those are 3 separate things. 3 different red flags.
Right, well, then I'm just a litany of red flags.
Well, 3 red flags, whatever. We all have red flags. Apparently, I crave attention. Can you tell me what my red flag is?
I didn't say it was about you. I thought you were asking me in general, like a dating red flag.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel better.
What my red flags are. I didn't know you meant as pertains to me. I thought you meant what I would look out for.
Okay, so that's fair. All right, then I wasn't going to ask that, but that's something you find unattractive.
Yeah, like obviously
craving attention.
Not craving it. I mean, everyone likes some level of attention. Sure. I think when it supersedes the relationship or
I think I know where you're going with this.
With somebody in public because they have to, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. It makes me laugh now, but like when I'm snapping photos of you when we're out, like obviously I know that's not so that you're doing it for a different purpose, right? But if like we're just
like a job now,
and I'm trying to have a conversation with you and you're just like taking selfies and trying to look cute, and it's like, hey, I'm trying to
Yeah.
connect that's
fair.
No bueno.
What is my biggest red flag?
You're perfect, baby. I couldn't think of one if I tried for days.
And I am going to be paying him for this episode. Thank you to our sponsors. I meant with like a currency, not. Okay. Anyway, what's my biggest red flag? This is like so incredibly. You're going to say I know what you're going to say. I'm indecisive. Yes.
It's not even a red flag. Like, obviously, I married you. It's not a deal breaker, but that drives me absolutely insane. Like you're downright refusal.
Do you know
to make
why?
decisions.
I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra when I'm indecisive, and then I'm also a Scorpio. I'm literally on the cusp, down to the hour. So I am such a Libra in the sense that I'm always so indecisive. I'm like weighing every option. And
there you go.
Anyway, I have one last question. If you could ask me one question right now and I had to answer it completely honestly, what would you ask?
Oh my God.
I feel like I'm always very honest with you, like to a fault.
Yeah. I don't think it's like no, I don't think there's anything that would benefit utilizing that. Like you have to answer this
right
without there being some sort of collateral damage. Where it's like, I don't.
But also like what?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like there's probably nothing that I want to know that I haven't already found out. If that makes sense.
That sounds very,
there's a level of that. Like, hey, we talked about this when we first started dating. Like you have lives, people.
Yeah, you have a past.
Lives, and they grow up and they do different things. And there's different, like that's it, all just kind of play on the
past. Yeah. You don't like talking about the past.
No.
Genuinely. And it's funny because it's like we're in such different paths. Like you were married with 3 kids. So like we have to talk about your past all the time. Like, and then imagine like having to talk about my past with like, it's just like so completely different. But there's something I wouldn't ask you other than like, I would want you to be under anesthesia because I want to see what you would say to me when you came out of it. What do you think you would say? How wonderful I am and how lucky you are to have me. And you would say, did you ever know that you're my hero?
I think if you put me under anesthesia and I come out singing that, they ought to just pull the plug just all together.
Okay, so I just want to remember your 3 red flags. You're moody, you're quick to anger, and what was your other red flag?
I think you're just multiplying.
I'm just going to remember that for when your red flags are waving and I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. I really wanted Matt to come on the podcast today because I think it's important to show and talk about the fact that we are on the other side of like that crazy, difficult period of time that we were in. And like postpartum is no joke. That's why so many people get divorced after having kids, despite having like issues in their marriage, but just it's so hard on your marriage being postpartum and having kids and like he's travel. Like it was just a lot. And I think like I'm proud of us for sticking through and for like working on our marriage throughout all of it. We were in couples therapy. We still are, even though like it was great the other day. We had a session with our therapist and we're like 10 minutes in, we're like we were just like bullshitting and we're like, well, we don't really have anything else to talk about. And we did get into a point with our therapist when things would be good. He would try to like, not try, but like he has a job to do, like make our marriage stronger and get us on the same page. He would like bring up things and then we would end our session fighting and arguing when we went into the session great with nothing to talk about. Anyway, I'm digressing, but I think it's important to just like show and talk about the fact that we did make it to the other side and not to say we're not going to have other trials and tribulations and like shit thrown at us. And again, it's all seasons, ebbs and flows, but I think it's important to like recognize that we're in a good spot right now and enjoy it. And like, hopefully it gives you, if you're like in that postpartum, like roommate phase where shit is just like I remember saying to you, are we ever just going to sit on the couch and watch a show together again? Like it just felt like so far-fetched, like an idea that would never actually happen. And we are, and we do, and we watch our shows and we have fun and we go on dates and I'm so grateful and I'm just so happy. And did you ever know that you're my hero?
Beep, beep,
are you flatlining? This is why we are in such different, like you are so morbid. I cannot. He's your little ray of pitch black.
That's right.
And I'm a little ray of sunshine. Love you, Mina FBGM. That means bitches get money.
Family show.
You gotta get on my level.
You did it. Somewhere between the laundry and the meltdowns, you made time for another episode of Hot Mom Shit. If something today made you feel a little less alone, text it to the mom who could use the reminder too. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a new episode, and come hang out with me at the Leah Vandale. Remember, babe, none of us have our shit together.